Now I'm running a half marathon in 2 days, so the plan is I get to bed, get an early night, bit of carbs, and a good sleep. But hear me out, alternative plan. My friend Dan just phoned me up and said, do you want to go to the pub? So I'm going to go to the pub. There are many reasons why I like the pub. One of them, it sells alcohol. Alcohol can be enjoyable and pleasurable and nice and make you feel happy and warm inside, but if you drink too much, you get a bit mental. Reason 2, there are currently 10 people living in my house, and it can be quite pleasurable to go out of it. Now some of you might never have been to a pub before. Maybe you're too young, maybe you live in an area that doesn't have pubs, maybe you're chained up in someone's basement, kidnapped, waiting to be freed and hoping one day you might get to a pub. For people like you, I'm going to show you what they're like. So we're here in a thing called a beer garden, which is basically an outdoor area where you can drink alcohol, such as this. It's very pleasant. You can drink non-alcohol here too as well. There's not really rules. I mean, there's some rules. You can't go mental and stuff, but there's not rules about beer anyway. This is Dan. Dan, what makes a good? What makes a good pub?
What makes a good pub? I don't know really. I've forgotten what makes a good pub. I sort of just go to pubs. I don't really mind. Comfy chairs, warm in the winter, beer garden in the summer. That's it. As long as you're with people that you like, I can pretty much put up with everything.
Very wholesome views there, Dan. Music. What's your view of music in a pub? Quiet, loud?
Depends what kind of night it is. I'm since I was quite young, I'm quite a bit of a preferring of the more old man pub, or what we used to call old man pub, which is a bit of music but not too loud, because generally if I'm just going to the pub rather than on a big night out, I'm sort of talking to people, so I want to be able to hear them.
If someone's never been to a pub before, how would you describe a pub to them?
The full name, I don't know if you know this, for a pub is a public house, and that's exactly what it is. It's like a house that you go into, except there's drinks there, and probably more chairs and tables than you'd have in a normal house. And the people that are serving you are like the people who own the house, and you give them money for drinks. And you can stay until fairly late at night, sort of 11 o'clock, sometimes 12. But then you have to go home because it's someone else's house. That's how I describe a pub.
That's good at this. Okay, so we've just finished our first pints, as they're known, which is referred to in a pub as a round. And that was my round, which means I bought the drinks, and now it's Dan's round. So you'll be buying the drinks this time.
Yep, I'll use some kind of card or cash.
Why don't you take the camera and show what it's like running around?
Most difficult thing about this has been carrying the beers and the camera at the same time. I'm probably not even in shot.
How'd you go, Dan?
Went well.
Okay, so we've finished our trip to the pub. How was it, Dan?
It's really nice.
Yeah,
it was really nice. Had a nice chat.
We had two pints. Mm-hmm. Is that a decent level for a pub trip, do you think?
I think it's probably slightly below par, but you're in training, and I've had a really bad cough for 3 weeks. I've been coughing as if I've smoked 40 Benson and Hedges a day since I turned 16, and I've never smoked in my life.
Have you ever had one cigarette?
I've never even had one puff of one cigarette.
Would you recommend a pub to people who've never been to a pub?
Oh, if you've never been, you should definitely go if you've never been before. It's nice. It's like, as I said before, it's like going to someone's home and having a nice drink.
Okay. Thanks for coming to the pub with us. Pubs. That was a pub. Now, some of you might be familiar with Dave Erasmus. He's an entrepreneur who for the last couple of years has been pioneering an on-off-grid lifestyle, living in the woods for his Corcovado project and documenting it on YouTube. This week, myself and my friend Tim went down to see what was going on there and learn all about it and have 24 hours walking and thinking and relaxing in the woods.
Well, it started with me just going to the woods and seeing what happened. Bought a hut on eBay, spent a year, loved it, changed my life. And now we're at Brenda's cottage, and it's a great space to have people like you guys come over and just chew the fat, really, and think about life.
How have you enjoyed being in the woods, Tim?
What, me?
Yeah.
Yes, all right.
Tim's got a podcast with more of that gold in if you're interested. You do a lot of walking, Tim?
Yeah, get out in nature. It's the best thing for you. It's calming, it brings you down.
What I love about the woods, to be honest with you, is, like I said, the pointlessness. So in the very paths that you track, I like to not be on the path. I like to just wiggle through things and sort of sometimes take some wrong turns, and just sort of the agency of being able to say, like, let's go left right now.
Oh.
And all that kind of stuff. That simple stuff just makes me happy. Whereas in modern life, you know, there's pavements, you're meant to walk on the pavement, and that pavement's going to take you somewhere, and you're in someone else's design, you know. And so that's my thing. I feel freedom when I do that.
What are these big towers for, Dave?
They are for deer stalking. So the guys with the guns go and sit up on high. And the reason that they go up there, one, so that they're away from the normal eye line of the deer, but also so they can shoot down so the bullets don't fly off into the distance. It's a bit of a complicated thing, deer stalking. Some people hate it. Some people think that it's important to manage the ecosystem so they don't take over, because they do breed like rabbits. And people like Tim just like climbing on the apparatus.
Say,
I think I've seen safer things.
that's not the answer I was looking for.
There you go, Tim.
Hey, thanks, Robbie. There they are. So, Robbie,
Yes, Tim.
what do you make of walking in the woods?
I really like it, Tim. I do a lot
Why?
of walking in the woods at home, and here I've done more. But it's a different sort of woods, I think. It's more broad. The woods I've got near me are quite tightly packed woods.
What's the highlight of your day, your 24 hours here?
Going to the pub. no, I don't know. I just feel
That's
like,
the truth. He's told the
no,
truth.
it's not. No, I do like going to the pub, but I like more. I like the conversation and having space to just talk about a variety of things and take a step back from life.
That's a nice car. Whose is that? Jeez. Wow, look at that.
show
Have you
off.
seen this car, Dave? Wow, look
Sports
at
car,
it.
man.
Feel that. Feel the
One
quality.
day.
That's
It's got a lot, mate. There's
It's really
in
nice.
there. There's a steering wheel, gear stick.
It's good. I like the colour as well. It's fantastic. What colour's
Yeah,
that?
it's great. There's a nice little feature there. It's where my wife caught it on a tow bar of a van.
People, I think, in your vlog might appreciate the video that I made, that the clickbait. I went overboard with the clickbait, and it's called Buying an Old Door. So if you haven't seen that video, go check that one
You've
out.
totally got my market.
I think
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand the mind of your viewer, and I think they'll appreciate that video.
Yeah, they like to feel better about their lives by watching mine, I think. Thanks to Dave for being such a good host. Now you can learn more about the Corcovado project by going to Dave's YouTube channel, which is, I'll put the link down there, and also the link to the website. I'll also put a link to Tim's podcast, Dear Lovejoy, which features lots of exciting interviews with very interesting people. Now sadly, my week didn't end there, because I'd agreed to do a half marathon and done no training for it. As a result, here's a short video of me wishing I was dead. Hi athletes.
Hello, athletes.
As soon as you teach listening to a podcast while you run, she keeps laughing. Just a quick toilet break. Yeah, I've lost Susie about 4.5 miles in. She's currently weeing. It's pretty rank down there. It smells great, I might throw up. How you guys, alright? Got a little energy shell. Can't come soon enough.
Get some water, get some water.
Oh, water. Thank you. Oh God. Struggling now. Thank you. you. I only really run for the medals. This is today's. Not quite sure. If it was worth it, it's all right. 6 out of 10 for the medal. What an unpleasant way to spend a Sunday. There's just enough time now for an update on my D ranking. As you may recall, I haven't been around for a couple of weeks on Monday morning, so I haven't weighed in, but I am down from last weigh-in. Only by 200 grams though. That's not enough, and it's not a high enough rate of loss for me not to be rancid, making everyone chunder on holiday, so I need to up it. I'm 86.2 kilograms currently. Next week, next Monday, the vlog comes out, I want to be in the 84s. 84.8, 84.9, that's all fine, but in the 84s, and I'm going to work really hard to help you not have to look at this any longer. Anyway, potatoes are there, they're looking good. Thanks for watching, subscribe. 35 quid these 3 cost me.